Hello, my name is Stacy Ray. I'm an 18-year-old artist. I have been doing art for about 13-ish years, I think. Today we're going to be testing out these 100 set of watercolors by Grabie. I've always wanted to try these watercolors, so I'm very excited. We're just gonna take these scissors here and hopefully not rip the box. Did I even cut it? I'm just so scared. I don't want to rip the box. The box is so pretty. Okay. All right. So freaking pretty. Look at that. All right, let's figure out how to open this. So that's nice. Oh my gosh, I can't open things. Oh no, I just ripped it. There we go. Okay. Oh wow. Wow. That's very nice. These are probably the water brushes. Oh, oh. It comes with a pencil sharpener, 3 water brushes, and a pencil. Wow. These water brushes are nice. I've never seen one this nice before. This one's really small. I've never seen that. The one I have is just a cheap one. Just gonna set that to the side and open this, the most exciting part. So there's a little metal clasp here, which I really like. And the packaging's so cute. Wow. Wow. So actually before I start drawing, I am gonna swatch these, which I don't normally swatch my colors just because I don't care, but I kind of want to swatch. Whoa, I kind of want to swatch these. So I didn't know at first like what colors were what. I thought it was all like in random order, but I'm pretty sure it goes like this. So all of these colors in this row are all of these colors. Ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna swatch these off camera. All right, the swatching is all done. I did mess up right here, but it's okay. I think it looks really good. There's a lot of metallic, which I'm not a huge fan of metallic colors, but you win some, you lose some, you know. I think it turned out really nice. There's a lot of really good colors. The only thing I did notice is that there is only 1, 2, 3, 4 pinks that aren't metallic. So that's, I mean, that's not even really pink. That's red, and same with that one. But that's, you know, whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna stick this in my sketchbook, and we're just gonna, yeah. All right, so this is what it's looking like. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out some watercolor paper, and I'm going to make some paintings. I think I'm gonna do some landscapes. All right, so I got my papers cut out, and I do have some reference photos, so I'm just gonna start drawing. Here, I'm just blocking in colors and trying to get like some main colors down. I was originally using my water brush that I own, but for some reason it's not wanting to work properly. So I'm just using the brush that was given to me. This is actually something I've never seen before. So it's like a flat instead of like a brush tip, which I thought was really neat. So I'm working on the second painting now. This one, I will put the references for both of the paintings in the screen. This brush is so nice. It's clearly like awesome. But obviously this one is not done yet because it looks terrible. But I'm gonna go in with either some water brush markers, colored pencil, or maybe even a second coat of watercolor. Just depends on how I'm feeling, honestly. And we're just gonna go from there and see how it's looking and try to match the reference as close as possible. Alright, so while I'm waiting for those other paintings to dry, I'm working on the third painting. And this one is like two mountains with a stream and all this stuff. I'll put the reference photo up again. I found these reference photos on Pinterest, if any of you guys are wondering. That's where I get literally like all of my references, unless it's on Google. But Google's kind of a hit or miss because sometimes references can be AI and it's hard to tell. But here's what I got so far. This is just a base coat. I was gonna do maybe like a sky here, but I'm trying to debate on if I actually want to do that or not. I decided to go with a metallic paint for the sky, or sorry, not the sky, the water, because I wanted to give that like shiny look. And I know I said earlier that metallics really aren't my favorite and that there was a lot of metallics in this palette, but I actually really like how the metallic looks. So I am going to be using that for the water and hope for like a shiny, like glittering effect. Alright, so I am using these Ohuhu color markers. These are water-based, so I thought it would be appropriate to use them with watercolor. I personally am not the type of person to enjoy just doing watercolor. I think watercolor is an excellent support medium. Now, other people can make watercolor look great, don't get me wrong, but when I do it, it looks a little silly. So I usually pair it with acrylic marker or colored pencil. Like this is acrylic marker right here. This is the water-based marker. And I might add some colored pencil for like some extra fine details later on. But I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to be doing. But I just really like how this water-based marker lays out onto the page. Especially since it's Ohuhu. If you know anything about Ohuhu markers, they are just, oh, so good. They're literally to die for. And I never actually owned Ohuhu until like 3 days ago. Like I literally just got them in the mail. And I'm very happy that I bought them with my Christmas money. I spent literally all of it on it. They are expensive, but very, very much worth it. So here's some of the trees right now. Not really liking how this is turning out. I also used some of the water-based marker. I think it was this color. As you can see, this is my set right here. But I used some purple on this part. This isn't watercolor, that's actually marker. So let's just speed up this process real quick. Okay, so here's the final results. Now for this one, I used a lot more water markers than I am proud to admit. I just didn't like how it was turning out. It was just ugly in my opinion. So I just basically covered the entire watercolor with water markers. And nothing against this watercolor palette, nothing against the watercolor palette, but I'm not good with watercolor yet. I still need to practice. And then here's this one. This one's probably my favorite. This one's alright. It's not as pretty, but I still really like the outcome of both of these. And so I'm gonna sign them and glue them in my sketchbook. And yeah. Alright, this is the final look of the drawings and the spread for today's video. I am very happy with how it turned out. I did have to add some masking tape here because since the watercolor paper is so big, it was hard for it to glue onto the page. So I just had to, it's still not wanting to glue down all the way, so I just had to tape some of it. This one was fine because this is a smaller piece of paper. And then I did take my Ohuhu water brushes and I set it on top of here for like a minute, waiting for it to kind of stick, because this paper does not like glue, the sketchbook paper. The sketchbook, if any of you guys are wondering, it is from Five Below. Literally $5 or $10, I don't remember how much, but it's pretty nice for being a Five Below sketchbook. The quality of paper is pretty good, and the watercolor paper is really nice, but this paper doesn't really hold watercolor, so that's why I have to tape in watercolor paper. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.